Hello. Right, I have to do a restoration makeup tutorial later this afternoon, so I thought that obviously having taught thousands of students how to do it, I've never actually done it myself. So I thought I'd have a go at doing it for you guys, and also then that kind of aids my confidence. The show we're doing it for is quite a close-up performance, so whilst I've brought some pictures along, whilst kind of the normal restoration I do with my students is the sort of Rosemary Swinfield version, which is very, very pale with kind of very, very strong colours. Whilst this is great if you're kind of far back on stage, and actually we're doing a Christmas show which is Restoration Rose in the Ring. Go and see, it's going to be great. Huge but great. And I think this kind of makeup would look good for that. For the show that is happening in a couple of weeks' time, I think that's going to be a little bit too much. So I've kind of gone for a little bit more of a subtle kind of, I know this is a bit iffy time period wise, but I think it kind of works. Just a really gentle pale skin with rouge, lippy, and just a bit of eye stuff. So that's what I'm going to experiment with now. This is just for the ladies. I need to have a little bit of a think about the men's makeup. Okay, I'm going to start with, I've taken all my makeup off, sorry, and I'm going to start with paling my skin out. I'm going to use a super colour, a clown, there we go, a clown white makeup, and to start with a brush like that, and I'll see how it goes. If that doesn't work, then a sponge is always the way to go. There we go, phase one, white. Obviously, if you're doing it for show, you go all the way down here to the puppies, so all the way down. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to go for natural makeup. So to start with, I'm going to, what shall I do next? Shall I use the powder next, or shall I use that afterwards? I might use the powder at the end to fix everything. Right, I'm going to go for blusher. Then next, I'm going to use, to start with, a fairly big brush, just to kind of define the shape, and then I might start to contour it a bit with a smaller brush. I've got two types of colour to choose from. This one is just a good old number 7, and this is a makeup kit. It's just a cheapy one that I got in Superdrug that actually is my personal selection of makeup that I use every day. I think that that colour might look quite good. So that's the colour I'm going to go for. So I'm putting a little bit on the brush, and then I'm going to tap the brush so any excess falls off. And then I'm going to go for a point that's just on my cheekbone and kind of swoop down and out. Fantastic. Okay, now let's have a look at the eyes. Now, Janet Arnold has done quite an elaborate eye makeup thing. I don't think that's going to, not Janet Arnold, I'm so sorry, Rosemary Swinfield. So I'm not sure that that's going to be the best thing for me. So I'm going to go for a more subtle eye makeup that's just going to bring the eyes out a little bit more. So I'm going to choose probably, I'm going to go for, I think one of these kind of, oh, there we go, one of the darker colours down here. Maybe the one right on the end I think would be better. Lipstick. Now, I've gone for quite a pink colour. I think probably red would be a better shade. And I'm just going to draw in, this is the best, a little bit of a rosebud shape. So I'm not going to go all the way to the end of my mouth. If you had a makeup brush that's a nice width, maybe this one's a little wide, but maybe it will do the job for me. Otherwise I might just dive in and use the lippy. It's just that I don't know who's used it before. Oh, it's not too bad. Right, so lips done, cheeks done. Eyebrows. Now, this might be too thick. I should have brought my thinner template with me, but I didn't because I forgot. But I've got these great little tools which are basically eyebrow shape templates. Now, because I normally wear my eyebrows quite thick, that's the one I brought today, thinking that once I've taken this all off, I can put it back on again. But then I was thinking, just before I did this, wouldn't it be great to have your templates? So, it should be slightly thinner than this. I personally wouldn't be seen dead without mascara, so I'm going to pop a little bit of mascara on. I think for an actor, it kind of makes your eyes pop out a little bit more. And lastly, I'm just going to do a layer, making sure there's no more black brush left on my hand. I'm going to do a layer of powder. Now the ones I use here is the, where we go, the, I don't know how you say that, Kryolan. Anyway, this brand, just basically it's just a white or transparent powder. Now I've put some on the brush, that's going to be way too much, so I'm going to just dab it off again, and then I'm going to pop it on my face. Find a foundation that's slightly paler than your natural colour, and then do this work, and then put your powder on, and it will do the job just fine. I chose the super colour partly because I think that's what is best, but also because I'm so pale that it works anyway.